How's that look to you? Let's have a taste. That's spot on. Morning. Beautiful morning. Sunday morning, 8 AM. I should be out running. I've been going stir crazy all week. I've got metatarsalgia in my right foot, the long bone down from the little toe. It's getting better. I can stand up now and walk about a bit. Earlier in the week I couldn't stand up, but I'm still not quite ready for running yet, so I'm afraid there's no running video this week. So I've got my recovery, Hoka recovery or sliders on, and we're going to have a cooking video instead. Yeah, do you enjoy the keto content? If you do like the keto content and like to see more of it on the channel, please give us a like and a comment. Because obviously I'm making keto stuff all the time, and I'm a bit of a, for those Vicar of Dibley fans, I'm a bit of a Mrs. Cropley and like to make things up myself. Sometimes they work out really well, other times not so much, but you know, I'm no proper chef. I'm an industrial chemist by training, so I'm used to formulation work. Yeah, so today we're going to make some salted caramel ice cream bars. They are very reminiscent of a Snickers ice cream bar. Not chocolate coated, although you could coat them in chocolate if you want. I think that might be overkill. I use them as a sort of fat bomb, really. They're very handy. As something you can just quickly pull out if you want a quick lunch or tea. It's calorie dense, so a couple of those fat bombs and a cup of coffee and I'm good. And they're delicious, even if I do say so myself. So you might want to give them a try. Okay, so let's have a look at what you're going to need to make them. Okay, so what do we got? We've got double cream, 300ml container. We've got, I'm going to use half a pack of butter, so that's 125 grams we need. We want a heaped teaspoon of salt, 100 grams of nuts. What nuts you use is up to you. I quite like these mixed nuts from Aldi, which have got almonds in and hazelnuts and, you know, pecans. They're very nice, but use whatever you like, or leave them out if you don't like nuts. And then sweeteners. Primarily I'm going to use this skinny golden syrup sweetener, because we're going to make an ice cream. I don't want it crunchy, so I'm going to use some erythritol, but not too much. I'm using the brown erythritol, one because I think it adds to improves the sweetness flavour, and two, because the brown makes it a darker coloured caramel, which is nice. And effectively that's it. So we're going to use 250 grams of the golden syrup and one heaped tablespoon of the erythritol. Come on, let's get making. Okay, let's start by weighing out some ingredients. So I'm using a pan, like a milk pan. And pop that on the scale. 250 grams of the golden syrup. Okay, close enough. And I'm going to add brown erythritol. There we go. And the salt. And the butter. So half a pack's about there. And now we're going to take that and heat it up on the stove and simmer it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, the butter's just about melted now, and so I've just turned the heat down a little bit, and we're going to keep on simmering it for what, 5 minutes or so, until the syrup starts to darken slightly. So it's got that lovely buttery salted caramel look to it already. Okay, that's had a good 5 minutes now, and the smell of buttery sugar is wafting in the air. Just give it a stir. Yeah, that's about right. So the next step is to slowly add our cream. There we go. And I'm going to keep stirring it. And again, I'm going to simmer it for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. Don't want it to split or anything, but so keep stirring. And it will just start to thicken slightly, you know, as we go along. Okay, I think that's about there now. So I'm going to take it off the heat for a sec, and we'll have a look at the tray. Okay, so you want a tray to put it on while it chills, and I'm using a silicone muffin case. I mean, obviously you can use these, come in a wide variety of shapes, from bars to donuts to whatever, or you could just put it in one ice cream tub. However, it is good to portion these out so you know exactly how much you're having. So roughly it's 1 gram of carbohydrate per one of these. So I just pop a couple of those out and that's a meal. Right, so the next step is to take our nuts. So as you say, 100 grams of nuts, and I'm just going to divide these between our cases. Here you go. Can you tell I've done this before? Right, so now what I'm going to do is give it a final stir. And then pour it into the moulds. Might try pouring it on the other side. Doesn't seem to be pouring very well today. That's better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to make 11 by the look of it. I've slightly overfilled them, I think. What I will do is take the nuts out of this one and use it just to top up the others. Okay, there it is. So what I'm going to do now is just put them on the worktop here, leave them to cool down to room temperature, and then I'll bob them in the freezer for what, 2-3 hours to freeze them down, and then they're ready to eat. Right, let's have a look. Right then, here we go. Let's peel one out, have a look. How's that look to you? Let's have a taste. That's spot on. Really tasty. Sorry, I'm going to have to eat the whole thing. You should definitely make these. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Hopefully we'll be back to running next week. I don't know quite where we'll go. Probably do a shorter one next week while I'm recovering. But I am keen to get back down to Wales. Going to head down towards Treforth next time. Really looking forward to that. Okay, take care folks. See you next time.